Greetings, friend. I'll show you how to find the right Sudoku combinations you need to solve medium Sudokus like this and avoid getting stuck. Click below if you want to give this puzzle a go. And with that, it's solving time. All right, let's check out the ones. You have these two ones in columns 4 and 5, and this one in row 6. Only place to solve for a 1 in block 5 is right there. And then you can take these two ones and notice there's only 2 places for ones in block 4, so I'll just mark that with Snyder notation. But there's a critical point about seeing this that you're going to need to see here up in block 1. There's only 2 possibilities for the 1 right there. But you may notice that in block 7, the ones are also restricted to columns 1 and 2. 1 and 2 here. So that means, where can the 1 be in block 1? Well, if you put them over in one of these spots, then you'd run out of places to put 1s in blocks 4 and 7. Since the 1s have to be somewhere in column 3 and they're restricted to block 1, you have found yourself a claiming pair. So the 1s have to be in one of these 2 spots, right? You didn't have a 1 right there, no other place to put a 1. This is a critical solve. I actually cover claiming pairs on page 7 of my Sudoku solving guide. You can download it for free from the pinned comment below. If you check out the 2s, can't do any solving or marking right now, but with the 3s, we can do some solves. You might notice with these 2 3s and this 3, the only place for a 3 in block 8 is right there. And then with these 3s and this 3, Snyder 3s in block 1, and this 3 and this 3, Snyder 3s in block 4 and block 6. Move on to the 4s. No Snyder marks I can make. 3 opportunities there, but I won't mark those. And you move on to the 5s. With these 2 5s, we have something kind of cool going on right there. You got a nice pointing pair of 5s, since the 5s are restricted in block 2 to row 2. 5 can't be anywhere else along the row. You try to put a 5 here, here, here. No place to put a 5 in block 2. And so we'll mark that and realize these can't be 5s. Nothing else we can do with the 5s. So we'll move on to the 6s. And there's no marks or solving we can do with the 6s at this time. But if we get to the 7s, you might see here that there's only one place to put a 7 in block 5. And then with these 2 7s, you can put a 7 in block 2. And finding these solves, it sets up the nice solving combinations that I was talking about that's going to get you through puzzles like this without getting stuck. With these 2 7s and this 7, you have something pretty cool going on here. You notice that the 7s and 3s are in the same 2 spots. I call this Snyder on top of each other, and when you find this situation, you know you found a hidden pair. Since the 3 and 7 have to both be in those 2 cells, nothing else can be in there, or you can't fit the 3 and the 7 in block 1. So you just create some restriction here with this nice hidden pair 3 and 7. And this is critical to help you with some harder solves later in the puzzle. And then with these 7s here and here, you have Snyder 7s in block 9. Okay. Moving on to the 8s. What you might see is we have quite a bit of Snyder marks to make with the 8s. You may notice that you have a pointing pair of 8s right here in block 7. To go with this 8 and this 8, Snyder 8s in block 1. And then these 2 8s, Snyder 8s in block 3. And then these 2 8s, Snyder 8s in block 5. And with these 2 8s, block 8. Nothing else we can do with the 8s. And we haven't found that much yet. We've made just 3 solves, but we're about to get on something that's going to be huge here once we look at the 9s. So check out the 9s. You have these 2 9s. What you may notice is that the 8 and 9 is right here in row 3, and the 8 and 9 is right here in column 7. So where's that putting it? A 9 here in block 3. Well, at the same place as the 8. And this is from the thumbnail. It's another hidden pair. I'll mark that. You have to find this hidden pair. It sets you up for one of the key solving combinations and eliminations that you need to make progress in the puzzle. And before I show you why this is so huge, I do want to hear from you. What part of solving Sudoku makes you the happiest? Is it getting the first digit? Is it finding a key, break in, or solve like this? Or is when you finish the puzzle? Drop it in the comments. Share with the other viewers and help me grow the best Sudoku community on YouTube. I learned so much from your comments and I answer each one. So this hidden pair now has created more restriction in block 3, and that is critical because you may see that this 1 comes up now and is restricted to these 2 cells in block 3. So that's a pointing pair. And why is that critical? Because we talked about this claiming pair that we found. With this pointing pair, we now can make a solve quickly in block 1. We know that can't be a 1. And whenever you display Snyder, you can solve the other cell right away. And then displace this Snyder mark. So there, we made a couple more solves by finding that hidden pair going into that pointing pair. This is nice. And I'll give you a bonus tip. Whenever you make solves like this, you want to see the effect and the results of that solve on the row, column, and the block. Look at all 3 of those and make sure you get every solve, every elimination you can out of it. So let's start with the column. Now we have what's called a heavy house. You got at least 5 digits in column 3. A 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 8. We need a 5, 6, and a 9. Well, you might see that you have a 5 and a 9 looking at this cell and a 5 repeater right there. Whenever you have this situation, you have what I call my neat naked triple trick. You have 2 of the candidates looking, one of the candidates is looking at 2 of the cells, and then another one looks at one of the same cells. You can solve all 3. That has to be a 6. The only place the 5 goes right there, and this is going to be your 9. So you solve 3 cells very quickly. And now we can look in the row. You made this 8 right here, so you know that has to be a 9, and that's going to be your 8. And then we're going to stay up here for a little bit. Because in block 2 you have a 1, 2, 3, 7, 8, 9. We've seen a 4, 5, and a 6. We can use a neat naked triple trick again. You might see a 5 and 6 both see this cell, and then the 6 sees this one. You can solve all 3 because that has to be your 4. The only place the 6 goes is right there, displacing that Snyder 5. But after making that solve now, using the row and the column, we can make some more solves in this puzzle. You come across here, you'll notice that that's restricted to a 1 and a 2 now because you got all the other digits represented in that row. Leaves a 4 and a 6 right here. With this 6, that's your 6, and that's your 4. So we're going to just continue on solving the rest of this row. All we need is a 4 and a 5. I'll pull the 4 up from right there. So there's your 4, and there's your 5. That leaves us with a 2, 9. Naked pair in the block and in the row. So we made a bunch of solves in the row, column, and the block just by finding this hidden pair to that pointing pair. Awesome. So let's move on to the solves. You might get a little stuck here. You may not know where to go next. One easy solve to make would be right down here because you only have 1 digit remaining in the column. So you can solve that for a 2. But now where do you look? Well, whenever I see this situation, I try to look for another heavy house. You might notice column 6 has got 6 digits filled out. A 1, 2, 3, and a 4, 6 and 7. We need a 5, 8, and a 9. Well, the 5 and 9 both look right there, so that's got to be your 8. And now we can displace that Snyder 8 and solve this 4 and 8, which leaves us with just a 5, 9 naked pair right there. And then what you have left over here is a 2 and a 4. Since I have the 4 there, solve that for a 4, solve that for a 2. Great. Now let's look here in column 5. You still need a 2 and a 4 for column 5. I got the 2 there. So that's the 2 and that's the 4. That'll leave us with a 9 and a 6 in block 5. Let's follow these 2s now. With these 2s, you can solve for a 2 right there, displacing that Snyder 3. And now you can solve and disambiguate the 7 and the 3 right there. Whenever you can remove marks, do it. It just removes the clutter. It makes it easier to make the rest of the solves. So you can take that 3 displace the Snyder 3, solve for 3 here, and now all we have left across row 6 is a 6. After getting that 6, you might see that you have just a 1-6 right here. And, you know, nice little bonus tip, naked pairs, like a 1-6 here acts as a pointing pair, so 6 can't be anywhere else along the row, and neither can a 1. So that means this now can be your 9, and that's going to be your 6. And then with these 9s, you can solve for 9 here and finish up row 5 with a 4, and that leaves you with a 5 and an 8 right here. Well, bring that 8 down, and then we can solve this for a 5. And we're making some more progress here. Hopefully we don't get stuck. We might. Let's see how much further we can go. You might want to follow some of these 8s. You might see that that 8 displaces the Snyder 8 there. You can solve this cell now for an 8. And this 2, disambiguate the 9 and 2 right there. And so now with this 9 and this 9, you can solve for the 9 right there. All right, making more progress because we can now disambiguate the 5, 9 here. See how much we are cleaning up this grid? Love seeing that. Let's finish across row 9 here. We got a 1, 2, 3, 5, 8, 9. We just need a 4, 6, and a 7. Well, you might see that the 4 and 6 look at this cell. 4 is repeated here. Neat naked triple trick. Saw that for a 7. The only place the 4 goes right there, and this has to be your 6. You can find out more about this trick in this tutorial. All right, and so now after solving this for the 6, you can disambiguate the 1 and the 6 right there. I don't have a 1 in column 1, so I'll add it. And then we can finish up block 7. You just need a 5 and a 7. Got the 7 right here. So here's your 7 and here's your 5. And then I'm going to follow the 5 over here. See this 5, and then I can solve that for a 5. I don't see a 1 in row 7, so that's got to be a 1. Disambiguate the 1 and 2 there. Awesome. Come on down. I don't see a 2 in block 9, so I know I can solve that. And then the last digit you want to solve here is a 6. Now apply the tips and tricks you just learned to solve this next medium puzzle the right way. Thank you so much for watching.